Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to everybody. Y'all know what it is. It's Transparent Thursdays. It's Transparent Thursdays. We outside. We not playing with y'all. Y'all already know who it is. Hello, everybody. It's me, BLAZE. Y'all know what I'm about. PEACE. Positive energy, always creating elevation. Positive energy, always creating elevation, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're looking to create elevation in your life, knowing, understand that all starts off with positive energy. If you are living, start giving. Give so much life and love to yourself to the point where you can give life and love to others. Give so much life and love to yourself to the point where you can give life and love to others. For real. First things first, let's get this out the way. Let's get the shots out to the Knicks for making NBA history and coming back from the 28-point deficit and taking a 3-1 lead over the San Antonio Spurs. So shouts out to the 2026 NBA champions, New York Knicks. I really don't see New York Knicks really losing. I mean, they're going to get one of them games. It's evident. So, shouts out to the New York Knicks for basically, you know what I'm saying, getting themselves a chip. They're going to be well deserved. I don't know what they're going to do with the city. Maybe I don't know. It's going to be bad in the city I don't know. It is what it is at the end of the day. But shouts out to the New York Knicks, man. Shouts out to them. Well deserved, well deserved. They fought for it. They earned it. So, you get what you earn. With that being said, what else was there? I don't know. Shouts out. Oh yeah, that's why. Oh yeah, we outside Wednesdays. Unfortunately, we will have a. I will have to have a replacement for the we outside Wednesdays. I was basically on the grind, and then when I came back, it was late, and I started watching the game, and I wanted to see what was going to happen. And sure enough, I said it. I sat here and said that they was going to lose the league. They're gonna fuck around and lose, and they fuck around a lot. They fuck around and found out what it's like when you be bullshitting. But yeah, I came out today because let's see here. I was looking into something, and I've noticed that this particular Carmelo Anthony trial has really basically grown some legs and really started getting some traction out here on these streets. Now, my thing is, I'm trying to figure out why is it that this particular case has gotten or is getting all this traction after the fact. Why is this case getting all this traction after the fact? They had tight security on this case. They had a lot going on in regards to this case, and I think a lot of the things in regards to this case was not handled properly. Really, I mean, honestly, it was really, 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 you know what I'm saying, handled. It was mishandled. This case was mishandled. I don't care what nobody say. There's been a lot of things that's been kept in regards to this particular video, and so on and so forth. They only showed the jury the 2-minute clip of the situation prior to. It's a whole 11-minute move. It's a whole 11. It's footage, way more footage that wasn't presented. Oh man, they steamrolled this kid. Not saying that, I mean, he was supposed to. I mean, but they steamrolled him. It would have been a completely different way if it was somebody else. I guarantee you that. Cause it's video footage, but now y'all want to speak up about this video footage, and y'all want to speak about this man's defense after this man's been sentenced already. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks for helping me when it's over. They done sentenced me. They done sentenced the boy to 35 years already. Now everybody want to start screaming out, it was more on the tape. It was this. It was that. The fuck, why you ain't say nothing when that shit first jumped though? That's crazy. That's buku crazy. That don't make no good sense. For real, for real. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm looking into it now because I'm really trying to figure out what went on in regards to this kid's case. Let me see here. I'm saying we ain't got no info. They ain't got no. We ain't got no. We don't got the video. None of that. I wonder why the video ain't been released either. No black jurors selected. What we know, a 12-person jury with 6 alternates was finalized Wednesday afternoon in the Collin County courtroom. This selection process resulted in a panel of 11 women and 7 men. There are no black jurors. How is he being prosecuted? Oh my God. The final phase of the jury selection grew tense when defense attorneys lodged a formal objection during the second round of strikes. The defense argued that the state improperly struck down three potential black female jurors who were similarly situated to a white female juror allowed to remain on the panel. Oh my God. What the focus right? Oh my God. Dun dun dun. That is wild. He ain't had nobody on the jury that was black. The defense attorney lodged a formal objection during the second round of strikes. Prosecutors strongly denied that race played a factor. Prosecutors strongly denied that race played a factor. Assistant, oh my God, what you mean race is how you not this? Oh my God, race doesn't play a factor in this. Clarified that all three women were struck because they listed their occupation as educators. Because the fatal incident occurred at a school sponsored athletic function involving school aged children, prosecutors seemingly did not want traditional educators on the panel. What that got to do with anything? State District Judge John Roach Jr. ultimately sided with the prosecution, allowing the strikes to stand while one educator was successfully seated on the 12-person jury. She is an esthetician at a trade school and does not work with high school aged children. What that got to do with anything? Howard, the defense attorney, immediately signaled that the entire trial will pivot on whether Anthony had the legal right to defend himself. Howard, oh my God. Yeah, this was spicy. This was a different type of time from the beginning. This was definitely a different type of time from the beginning. It definitely was a different type of time. Is it at least lighting up? It got a reset button on it. That's well. Let's see here. Backstory. Witnesses reported that the physical confrontation between the two teams began during a regional track meet at whatever that is. Stadium Anthony, a student at Central High School, was sitting under the Memorial High School team tent. Metcalf, a Memorial student, reportedly told him to leave. Investigators found no evidence that the two young men knew each other prior to the incident. An arrest reported. So why is he even messing with this dude if you don't even know this dude? An arrest report detailed Anthony's interaction with law enforcement in the moments following the stabbing. According to the document, witnesses pointed him out at a school resource officer who located Anthony on the north end of the track. I gave the suspect instructions to keep his hands up in the air. During this time, the suspect said verbally out loud, I was protecting myself. The officer noted in the report, the suspect also stated he put his hands on me. After the officer mentioned to colleagues that he had the alleged suspect in custody, Anthony interjected, I'm not alleged. I'm not alleged. I did it. He put his hands on me. I told him not to. Anthony continued as officers escorted him out of the stadium in handcuffs. The report states that Anthony later asked officers if the victim was going to be okay and asked if what happened could be considered self-defense. What? No, no, you're doing too much. Okay. In the following days, in the days following the stabbing, the case exploded across social media platforms. Anthony maintained his self-defense claim from jail where he was initially held. They gave that man $1 million bond. They gave that kid $1 million bond. They gave that kid $1 million bond. They gave that kid $1 million bond. 12 days after his arrest, a judge reduced the bond to $250,000, citing his lack of a prior criminal record. This kid ain't never been in the trouble before. He got in trouble for the first time, and they gave this kid a $250,000 bail. 3 days later, Anthony's family held a press conference urging the public to lower the emotional temperature around the case. Yo, man, listen, they railroading your son off the rip. Your son getting they doing him dirty from the beginning of this whole thing. They gave him $1 million bond. This boy ain't never been arrested before. They gave him $1 million bond. Then they reduced it to $250,000. He wasn't. They didn't have no plans of that boy getting out of jail. They knew he was going to jail. They didn't want. They was not giving him. They was not going to allow him. And no. No, 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 no. This boy was going to jail regardless. And they was going to make sure of it. I wonder who gonna oh my god. I wonder who gonna handle this appeal because he definitely needed an appeal. They gotta do something. They gotta reduce his time. They gotta reduce his sentence or something. 25 is a little too much. 35 is a little too much for him to be catching 35. That's not a good 35, man. That's a bad 35, bro. They did this kid bad. And then I mean like he was getting it bad from the beginning too. He was definitely getting it bad from the beginning. They screwed him with the jury, everything, bail, everything. Everything his lawyer put up, they shot him down. He's supposed to try to do something else. He's supposed to try to do something. They were supposed to try to move the. They were supposed to try to move the case somewhere. Something. Just don't just sit there and just allow this whole situation to go on like it's just like that. No, that's just mad rude. That don't make no good sense, y'all. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. That's nasty work. For real. That's just wild. Oh man, we gotta do something. We gotta do better. We can't allow this to continue to go forward, man. Wow. This is wild. Super wild. Super wild, man. Let me see what's going on now. Let's see what's the latest news in regards to the case. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. You might got some info in regards to this case. He ain't getting to it. He ain't getting to it. I need somebody that's about to get right to it. I need somebody to get right to it. I need somebody to get right to it. Of course. Now y'all gonna say the trial was unfair from the start. You delusional. Of course you delusional. Dragging this Buffalo situation out.
Sat down to break their silence and to let the world know how they're feeling as their son begins his 35-year sentence for murder. Despite what a jury found, his parents dispute their son ever wanted to kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murder. My son didn't intend to hurt anyone. My son was defending himself. And that's what hurt so bad.
His mother recounts the moment she addressed the jury and made her plea to them during the sentencing phase.
To have mercy on my son. That's what I told the jury. I know they had their minds made up already. So, I mean, really wasn't much I could say to change their mind.
Both parents fighting back emotions and tears as they described what they believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional. We thought we was going to get a fair shake.
They claimed there were inconsistencies from the get-go, despite witnesses who took an oath vowing to tell the truth.
Everyone actually lied on the stand.
Everyone.
All of the witnesses' statements were inconsistent. All of them.
His father says the court of public opinion had made up their mind about his son long before the trial began.
He was convicted when he walked out of the jail. If you looked at the news, all that shit, he was already convicted. If you look at it, it was already done. It was no innocent until proven guilty. He was already guilty.
He says the threats of violence against them continue.
People want us dead. That's what.
After they still got what they want.
After they still got what they want, they still want us dead. You see, I go look at my phone. People want us dead. They want our family dead.
And now they're preparing to appeal.
They did a number on us.
A judicial process they believe wronged them.
We didn't get justice. A lot of things that were missed that should have been handled a certain way. However, we couldn't say anything. We did what was instructed. We was told. So we just did what we was told.
Ken Molestina, CBS News, Texas.
What is Carmelo Anthony's side to the story? The state has rested its case in the murder trial of a track athlete.
They just did what they was told, y'all. They just did what they was told. They ain't listen. They ain't try to figure nothing out. They just did what they was told. Nasty work. Just did what they was told. Knew something. It was offensive. I mean, y'all just sat there and allowed that man. It was too. He didn't even have no black jurors. There wasn't no black jurors. He had a $250,000 bill. Wasn't no black jurors. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. Something just ain't right. Something just ain't right. something just ain't right. It's crazy. Don't make no good sense. And they just did whatever it is they was told. Was they supposed to fight? Hold on, let me see what's this. Now they run around on this interview thing. Now y'all about to go on this whole press run. No, yeah, no, I ain't doing that. But yeah, then now they about to go on this press run. This is, oh my God. This kid life has just basically been railroaded, and everybody's just taking it like, oh, let's make some blogs about it. Let's make some videos. Let's make sure we get this content out. This is now content. This man's life is not being considered as content right now. It's disgusting. It's hurtful. It's shameful at the end of the day. I don't understand what y'all got going on with this nonsense, but y'all really need to stop with this nonsense. That's crazy. This kid really doesn't, I mean, now all of a sudden this evidence want to come out. Now everybody got to do this and everybody got to do that. Everybody got to say this and everybody got that to say. Wow. But ain't nobody had his energy when this kid was going through this trial. These people lying on the stand and so forth, and these people telling these people, y'all just don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. These people up on the stand lying. Everybody's story all consistent, all inconsistent. If everybody haven't got all these inconsistent stories, they'll let you know something. It's going down. They ain't playing with y'all. It's going down. Everybody, oh, he said it. No, you said you bought the beer at 8 o'clock. No, it was 8:30. You said you bought the beer at 8:30. No, you said, but I thought, you fucked up, right? But no, it wasn't even nothing like that. Why do you think it was so easy it was so quick to convict this kid and sentence him so fast? He got sentenced the same day he got convicted. That's fast. Here, take 35. I'll get out of here. Now it's over. Now you got to fight. Now you still like the. Oh my God. Oh man, and they gonna get the 10 that they was looking for anyway. They probably gonna get more than that. Oh man, this is horrible. This is so disheartening, man. This just don't make no sense. This is annoying to me. This is not making me feel like a good person at the end of the day. I'm really feeling like we being slighted. For real, for real. But yeah, I need y'all to think about that, man. Just think about how you can go. I mean, they appoint a lawyer for you, but you can't go get no free health care. If you can't afford a lawyer, one will be provided for you. Why is that? Why is when you need help in other areas, you can't get no help, but if you go to court, they'd be more than willing to make sure you get that. For real, for real. So, y'all make sure y'all check that out. Make sure y'all do what y'all gotta do. I'm about to end this live early because I got some things to take care of. But make sure y'all tap in. Transparent Thursdays, man. Look at this case, man. Make sure y'all don't get railroaded. This kid that got railroaded. We need to do something about this. Well, I mean, to each his or her own, but make sure it don't happen to you, man. Make sure it don't happen to you, and make sure you ain't trying to, get it. Have it done way before. Don't wait till after the fact, man. Get it clear and get it done and situated at the first. If you got a bad vibe, if you got a bad, oh my God. If you got a bad vibe about something and then something just ain't sitting right with you, man, you gotta fix it. Like, it was red flags all throughout that case that was showing that this kid was basically being done unjust. It's a lot of things that was. I'm like I said, I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm not saying him unaliving somebody, but he still should have been able to get the proper justice in regards to the case. He should still been able to have the proper defense. He still shouldn't have been able to have a jury of his peers, according to the law. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. You know, there was a lot of things that, you know, just don't seem right with that case. And like I said, individuals need to check it out and find out what's really going on. For real, for real. But yeah, I'm about to end this joint. Y'all stay up. Do what y'all do like I do it for TV. I'm out of here.